Hey guys, let's review my first day as an appointment setter. My first day as a setter, I actually booked 2 calls, I remember. But we're going to look at the the state of who I was back then, how nervous I was just to record a quick selfie video, and just the complete character transformation that I've gotten as a result. So this was on the 18th of October, 2023. So how many days ago was that now? That's like, what, 2.5 years? Since then, I've made close to 200k in commissions as a setter. I still do it to this day. And now as a result, I also coach people like yourself, whether you're looking to start appointment setting or you are in the game, but you're struggling to land high ticket roles. I've been around the block. Okay, and I'm going to show you where I used to be. So I'm going to show you this and also give some kind of feedback on what I should have done better and what you should avoid. But also just a quick plug. If you want my personal one-to-one help, right, to guarantee you land a high ticket role of like 3k to 5k per month in as little as the next 30 days, there is going to be a link down below in the description to book a call with me, and I'll run you through exactly how I can help you do that. Okay, again, I still do this stuff on a daily basis, right? So if I tell you to do something, you know it works now, and I'm just going to show you my my trajectory and how I used to be when I was younger. So, this is going to be painful to look back on. Right, so as you can see, who I am now, Aidan Kalinski, 22 years old, on the 8th of July at 11 minutes past 5. I'm a very different person. I am about 1 million times better at sales. I am way more confident. I can articulate myself so much better. My life has completely changed. This person I'm about to show you is not the same guy. I was 19 here. I think I'd just broken up with my girlfriend at the time. I think I just cut off my friend group at the time as well. Yeah, no, it was roughly the same time. I did it both in sync. And then I had this opportunity to work with Charlie Morgan come up. So yeah, she watched it. Right, first of all, it was cold DMs. It was cold DMs on Facebook. So I don't want to hear cold DMs don't work. Well, they do. And they definitely did back then as well. And they still do. They're a bit harder, but they still work. This is a cold DM to a random guy on Facebook who basically this offer was selling a consulting service to agency owners to help them get more clients and solve their client acquisition problem. Okay, so this is it. You ready? Let's do it. God, look at my face. Right, I don't think it's even playing. All right, let's try again. Hey Dominic, Aidan here. Hope you're doing well. Listen, mate, I saw you also run your own agency and had a quick question for you. Are you open to new ways of getting more marketing clients? Only reason I ask, I have an amazing opportunity here for you, which I feel like will be very beneficial, but I don't want to pitch without your permission because I understand how annoying that is. So I'm going to give you the option first. So if there is something you sound interested in, just send me a thumbs up and I'll let you know all about it. If not, no problem, but do let me know. Cheers. Hey Dominic, Aidan here. Hope you're doing well. Right, very robotic. I'm staring into the camera way too much. I'm also wearing the baggiest, most unprofessional t-shirt ever. Haven't got a very good haircut. And I'm fat. And I'm very, very clearly in my bedroom at my mum's. And I've got LED lights in the back. Oh my God, I remember changing the lights to blue because I thought it would convert better. I can remember being there now with the lights thinking like, shall I make it blue just to see if... Right, okay, so let's analyze this. Hey Dominic, I hope you're doing well. Oh God, right, let's get rid of that. Hey Dominic, Aidan here. Hope you're doing well. Listen, mate, I saw you also run your own... No, I'm staring into the camera too intensely and then I'm looking away too fast. Agency, and had a quick question. I'm not breaking eye contact or actually being a little bit more fluid, right? With the way I talk. Should have been like, for example, hey Dominic, how's it going? Aidan here. Hope you're doing well. Listen, I had a very quick question for you. I really wanted to ask, are you open to new ways of getting more marketing clients? The only reason you get the point. I just kind of moving around, moving my hands about, a bit more confident, right? Looking, just, it is all about confidence and character here, guys, and the way you sound, okay? I mean, this worked. This guy booked in and he also closed. I remember that. I remember it was my first booking and it was my first close. So, yeah. But my face, that's unacceptable. I should not have been that fat. For you, are you open? And I'm like, open to new ways of getting more marketing clients. Only reason I ask, I have an amazing opportunity here. I'm speaking too like, because I was out of shape and I was stuffing my face with chocolate hobnobs every day. I remember I had such low discipline and dopamine control and emotional control that when I was hungry, I would cook food. And while I was cooking chicken, for example, while I was waiting because I was too lazy to go and get, I was too lazy to wait for the chicken to be cooked, I would stuff my face with like 10 chocolate hobnobs. I remember doing it. For you, which I feel like would be very bad. And I go, yeah, I'm bulking. And I got really, really fat. And I had to lose it took me about a year to lose about 15, 16 kg. Official. But I don't want to pitch without your permission. The background is terrible. I've got to understand how annoying that is. I've got like a Canada Goose coat back there, which I stupidly spent all my money on when I was like 15 and then kept it for years. It still fit me. And then I remember struggling to put it on actually because I gained loads of weight. It doesn't matter. Anyway, need a better setting. That should not be, I should not have an LED light with the TV on. I probably had like The Office or like, the American version on in the background. I've got all of my clothes there. I'm clearly in a bedroom talking about getting more mask agency clients. Come on, man. You got to think about the niche you're targeting. What are they going to think of seeing this out of shape, spotty, timid loser in his mum's spare room? Was it like, I don't understand why this guy booked or paid, but he did. So I'm going to give you the option first. I'm going to give you the option first. Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to give you the option first. Oh, it makes me cringe. So if there is something you sound interested in. So robotic, clearly scripted. Thumbs up, and I'll let you know all about it. If not, no problem. If not, do let me know. Cheers. Hey, Dominic. It's not awful, but it is pretty awful, right? And then he said, let's hear it. So when did I send that? 9:36 in the morning. He then responded with, let's hear it at, was it 6 minutes? Okay, so 6 minutes into one of my first ever, because I was doing 20 per day per account. We were doing Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn to start with, right? So we're doing 60 per day. And yeah, so it took him 6 minutes. In 6 minutes, I got my first response, okay? And then, so what we used to do was from there, I'm not going to play Charlie's VSL, but you'd send a voice note going, okay, cool. Appreciate that. Just going to send over a quick video explaining a little bit more about how it works so you can get an idea of the process. And if it sounds of interest, just let me know and we can go a little bit further. I can break it down a little bit further for you. Okay. We can listen to that voice note. I'm not going to play Charlie's VSL. I'm also going to blur this link. In fact, I think it's actually, I don't think it even works. It doesn't even work. So it's fine. But yeah, this is the voice note I sent. Hey mate, thanks for getting back to me. Really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send over a 2-minute video recorded by the founder of our company. It's going to be explaining exactly how the whole process works. All of that kind of stuff. You'll know everything by the end of it. Give that a watch. And if it's something you sound interested in, just give me another message back and we can chat further. Do you know what? That voice note wasn't too bad. It wasn't awful. But I don't know what it is. Can you hear how the way I talk now? It's very different to how I sound there. Like, I don't know what it is. Is it the confidence? Is it the way I articulate my words? Is it the way I pronounce my words? Like, is it something in my throat that makes my voice come out a little bit differently? I don't know what it is, but that is not the same man. Can you see? This is not the same person. Hey, mate, thanks for getting back to me. Hey, mate, I should get it back to me. Really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send over a 2-minute video. 2-minute video. Like, I just talk a lot more sophisticated now. I'm way more mature. I speak with conviction. I say what I mean what I say. I'm very confident, right? And I clearly wasn't that way. Very clearly wasn't that way. Like, I look like an idiot. Stuffed up meatball with acne, right? They said, yeah, I'll check it out. I said, nice one. Grab a time, but that's copy and pasted. I remember that. Nice one. Grab a time below and we can break it down. By the way, it's a low pressure demo, so you can leave your card at home. Send them the calendar link, right? And then basically today, when I realized I was going to make this video, I messaged him again and I said, I'm not going to play these voice notes. I basically said, well, mate, honestly, thank you so much for taking me seriously, because you are part of the reason why I performed so well as a setter, because that gave me the confidence. I booked my first 2 calls in one day. I remember the other guy was a guy called Joe on Twitter, and I was getting paid $30 per appointment, and I got paid $60, which was close to like 50 quid, 45, 50 quid. That first day of me being a setter, I made my first £50. And I was like, that obviously gave me the boost to keep going harder and harder. And then from there on, right, I was booking my max month working with Charlie was 202. but I think only 187 of them were qualified, which is pretty good, to be fair. I think like the rest of them got taken off the calendar, but it was like 202 booked appointments, 187 kept on the calendar. And I was also getting paid per appointment on that role as well. So that started to rack up loads. And then from there on, I went on to sign more and more clients. I took on multiple setting roles at once. And then I worked with like William Brown. I also worked with a couple of other people as well that you may know the name of, may know the name of, like First Man. I also worked with a guy. Well, I've worked with a few people that you wouldn't really know the names of, but they had their systems dialed in. Their business was like really dialed in. They had leads, but they weren't like a huge brand that I can mention that you really know the names of. But I worked with the various amount of clients, ones that paid me a lot of money, ones that didn't pay me a lot of money. And I think I was stacking like 3 offers at one time to hit 10K per month. That's how I hit my first ever 10K month. And, go from there was stacking like three offers at once, right? Which nearly killed me. And it's not something I recommend, to be honest. You can do it if you have the time and the bandwidth, but it will kill you. If you want to make 10K per month consistently like that, above 10K, just get on like an ultimately good setting role, or just start your own business. I wouldn't recommend to do 3 roles at once. It's kind of quite taxing, okay? Because you're just chopping and changing. And also this is DM setting. DM setting is nowhere near as lucrative as it used to be back then, okay? But I can't believe how much my life has changed, guys. I'm getting a little bit emotional looking at this. This is what started me off. I recorded this before going to my shift at the co-op when I was working in retail, right? I was making about $1,000 a month. And I remember I was making about 60, 70 pounds a shift, because getting paid like £10 an hour. I was doing like 6, 7, 8 hour shifts, getting like, 60 to 80 pounds per shift. In the space of, honestly, like, I think I did 2 hours of work that day, and I made 50 quid. So I'd basically near enough match what was going to make it. I basically doubled my wage that day. And then what happened from here is, I remember, so it was 18th of October that I started. I quit my job on the 30th of December. So what's that? It's November into December. 2 and a bit months I quit my job. But here's the thing. I handed my notice in at my job on the 1st of December. That's when I decided. So within a month and a half, because I remember all of November, I booked like 84 appointments from cold DMs, right? Cold outreach from Facebook, school, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, right? We had more platforms at that point. I was doing like 120 a day in terms of messages, and I was making like £100 a day basically. And I think I hit I think it was 3.1K total, right? 2.1 of it was from setting. 1K of it was from the job. I made 3.1K at 19, and I was over the moon. And I remember speaking to Charlie and the team, and they were like, yeah, quit your job and go full time with us. And I was like, okay. And then from basically January 1st, so I quit my job on the 30th of December, obviously had like I think I had the day off on New Year's Eve. From the 1st of January 2024 onwards, I was just doing that. And then my first ever 5K month was May 2024. Yeah, it was. So I was averaging, when I quit, I was doing about 2.5 to 3.5. And then May hit, and basically I kind of got not promoted, but I kind of got access to more leads through more channels, through Charlie's, and some inbounds as well. And that's when I started hitting like 5K, 6K per month, pounds. So in dollars, this is like 7, 8K a month. And yeah, and then I just stacked more clients. My first ever 10K, if I remember correctly, it was February 2025. So it took me basically another year from going self-employed. Well, not self-employed, but kind of. Yeah, I'd say setting yourself because you're a freelancer. From going on my own basically and quitting the job and doing appointment setting, my first 5K was May 2024, and my first 10K was February 2025. Yes, yeah, February 2025 was my first ever 10K month, and we just went from there and scaled it. And then I started my own thing, which is coaching people how to become appointment setters. Got very good at it. I started coaching people for free. They got really good results, realized I could charge for it. Then I started charging for it, getting people even better results. Still do setting as well because it makes the mentorship even better. but yeah, like, and obviously more details on that in the description. You can just book a call with me. I'll run you through how we can do it and get you a role paying like 3K, 5K in as little as the next 30 days or so. But this is how it all started, guys. Like, I can't believe how much my life has changed. And just to give you guys an idea, like, I don't really, well, I'm in Spain right now. Like, this is my bedroom. It's my teenage bedroom that stunk as shit because I was a teenager and I just fucking reeked because I was a sweaty, fat loser teenager. And now, like, can I show you? I've got here in Spain. Can you see that car down there? That grey one. It's a BMW 4 Series Grand Coupe, 2025 plate. Back in 2023, I was driving a Vauxhall Astra 2009 plate. It was red. I don't think you guys heard that. Basically, there's a very nice grey BMW 4 Series Grand Coupe 2025 plate outside that I'm driving here in Spain. I was driving a Vauxhall Astra 2009 in red back in the UK, looking like this, fresh out of a breakup, and lost my friends, basically. Life can change very quickly, guys. I want you to know that. Okay? You can be in a shit situation, you can get out of it. You can absolutely change your life. I'm not special. I'm not lucky. I didn't grow up with money or anything like that. All of this is self-made. Okay? And it was not fucking easy. And it's still hard. It's still hard. And it's a hard journey you're going to go down. But it's so much easier if you know what you're doing. Because now I do know what I'm doing. A lot more than I did back then. And I know way more than the average setter starting out knows because I've gone through that pain. So let me help you do it. All right? If you want to skip that process, I'm not going to plug it again. You know where to find the link, chat with me. But just a bit of motivation, guys. Like, I was a loser. And this was 2.5 years ago. And my life changed so quick. I went from all of a sudden being a loser working at the co-op to making 5K per month. So October I started. By May I was making 5K per month. So what's that? November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Within 7 months. 7 months later, I was making £5,000 per month. And I quit my job and I was traveling the world. I'm not fat anymore. I like to think I'm in pretty decent shape. I like to think I'm in pretty decent shape now. Yes, I know I'm a twat for doing that. But I'm also in shape. I don't know how I'm doing this. But you can completely change your character. You are in complete control over who you are and who you become. So take life by the horns and go and get exactly what you want. Because that's what I've done. And I am living, breathing proof that you do not need to be special. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, just remember, you can change. You just have to believe in yourself, put in the work. And I'm getting sad looking at this little boy here. I can't believe that was me. I can't believe this is the same person. That was me. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Love you all very much.